WIPAG, Worson's Immersive Power Armor Garage. So this is very easy. It involves a little tiny bit of script, and the rest is just some Xedit. This video will probably be, I don't know, half hour, maybe. The two things that you're going to need are Xedit and the creation kit, unless you already know of a different way to compile a script. If not, that's fine. You don't need anything except Xedit and the creation kit, and don't be intimidated by the script part. It's totally easy. Let's do that first. So right here I've got WIPAG your PA name add-on. Okay. And inside is going to be I'm going to add it right now. Inside is going to be this folder: scripts, source, user, WIPAG add-ons. Okay. So we're going to open this folder. Here it is. There we go. Let's move it over a little bit. And we're also going to open up Fallout. So where this goes is just in your data folder. Literally just drag it over. Okay. And then inside you're going to have source, user, WIPAG add-ons, and it's going to land right there. Okay. Your PA name. You can see here's all the ones that I've done previously. I'm going to get rid of Liberty because we're going to redo Liberty in this demonstration. So I'm going to rename this Liberty, and then I'm going to open it in either Notepad or Note++. I'm going to highlight your name, replace with Liberty, 5 occurrences, perfect. Save it, and now we're going to go to the Fallout 4 directory, and we're not going to run the creation kit from MO2, we're just going to run it from here. Not only is it faster, but compiling scripts seems to work better, at least for me it does, when I don't run it from Mod Organizer. And this is really, really easy. Just takes a minute to open up this, and then this script will work just fine. So compile, under gameplay, compile Papyrus scripts. If you have a different way to compile a script, use whatever way works for you. This is how I do mine. So very simple. And then once we're done, we're going to just move the script over into the mod folder, and then that's it. The rest is in Xedit. Takes maybe 15 minutes or so, and then you're good to go. Okay, so here's our window with all of our scripts. WIPAG add-ons, Liberty. Just check it and then compile. There we go. That's done. Now we go into the data folder, into scripts, right here, WIPAG add-on. We're going to copy that. We're going to go back to our add-on here. Go ahead and create a new folder, scripts, and paste that in. Okay. Now that's it for that part. Oh, now we're going to rename this, rename the ESP file. We're going to call this Liberty, because this is the power armor we're doing. This doesn't matter, okay? It can be whatever you want. We'll close that. Refresh. And this was my add-on folder here. So I'm just going to rename this Liberty. There we go. So we've got this, and over here we've got our ESP file. It doesn't have any masters, so we're going to have to load the Liberty file with this. So launch Xedit from Mod Organizer or Vortex, whichever you use. Select None, and I'm going to select those two, Liberty and the Liberty add-on. Okay, now built into Xedit or FO4 Edit, same thing. I call it Xedit because I do modding for multiple games, just easier. But for FO4 Edit, you can apply a script. Now, normally this script has full and description. Sorry, normally it'll say full and EDID. Okay? That works too. I split them up because sometimes when I'm replacing for a full name and or description, the PA name is two words with a space between them, and you don't want to do that with an EDID, really. And so I split them up. You don't have to split them up. But I would suggest, if you want to use this, to just go into your scripts folder, okay, create a copy of it, and down here, there's two strings. You see full and description. So I would change the EDID to description, and in the other copy, I would make it have only EDID, okay? So I'll show you what that looks like. So this one right here, it only has the EDID string, and this one only has full and description. Okay? Very easy to do. Like, this is simple stuff. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and change this. I've already got it right here. This is the search spot and to replace. So whatever you want to search goes here. Whatever you want to replace goes here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just hit OK. So now it's renamed all of these descriptions and full names. And now I'm going to run the other script, EDID. Boom. Most of the work is done right there. Okay, we're literally, well, not almost done, but that's a lot of the work right there. Just renaming those. Okay. Now we want to go into book, and there's 3 spots in book. This here points to the script we just made, Liberty. It's got to be the name, whatever you named that script. Okay, you want to put that right there so it can find it. Right here, Liberty, and Liberty. So that's it for that. Now I want to open up the original mod. Well, first we need to make this mod a master of this one. So we're going to go Add Masters, select Liberty PA. There we go. Now it's a master. Okay. And I'd like to save my work a lot. Okay, now I want to open this up, and I need to copy these records, the armor record number. I'm going to do that into here. Now I've already done it, but I usually just copy them into, Excel or Notepad, whatever you want to use. Just makes it easier to access without having to scroll around in Xedit. So I've copied those over to here. Move those off screen now. And we want to go to down here, the constructible object. It's always going to be this one right here. Okay? It won't have left, right, left leg, torso. This used to be helm. So now it's just this entry. Okay? And we want to paste them into here. And what this is going to do is it's going to make these pieces of armor the requirement in order to craft and unlock the advanced armor. So this controls the reverse engineering recipe right here. This is what it's going to cost to craft it. Okay? And that's it for that. Now we want to scroll all the way to the bottom. And these are the crafting recipes to craft this Liberty armor in vanilla once we've unlocked it, because we don't want to force the player to destroy their vanilla set with no way to craft it again. So we're going to go ahead and give them that opportunity. Left arm, right here, null reference, boom. Right arm. Helm. Left leg. Right leg. And if you don't have a mouse like mine, you can just hit edit, paste, boom, there you go. Just right click, edit, paste, boom. Okay, so torso, let's double check our work. Right leg, left leg, helm. I know those two are right. Okay, so we're good to go there. Now, we're almost done. Now what we need to do is we need to compare his armor entries with our armor entries. So we're going to select this, control, hold control down, and select that. And then we're going to right click and hit compare. Now, some of the yellow areas we just need to copy over. So we start at the top. All the object bounds, just drag them left to right. Okay. Preview transform. Yes. Boom. Male model. Yes. And then for his mod, there's 3 keywords. We want the MA keywords. We don't need the DN. Just the MA keywords. Okay. Now you got to be really careful when you do this. You can also do copy to selected records. Just like that. Or you can drag. Sometimes when you drag, you copy over a different one. So I suggest selecting it. Copy to, enter. Copy to, boom. Do not do the instance naming record. Do not do that. Do not do the description. We already updated those. Do not do the title. Okay. Now, this spot here, this is an attach point. Okay. This is what, it's hard to explain. If you don't know what this is, don't worry about it. What we want to do is we want to copy any attach points from the original mod author, his mod, over to here. Vanilla ones we don't need to. But if he made some special ones, we want to copy those over. Okay. Now, to see if they're his, right here, Liberty PA 07, okay, is the first characters, first numbers in his mod. So we look here in the keyword, there's no 07, no 07. So we don't need to worry about those. Nothing from here on down needs to be copied over. Just leave it. Compare selected. Boom, boom, boom. And again, same ones. He doesn't have any special ones. Helm. And you can do the same thing here. If you don't like dragging. Dragging can be dangerous sometimes. There we go. Not that. Nothing special there. Left leg. Now this one he did, so this model is different, so we'll go ahead and copy that too. Okay, and then there's nothing there. Same there. Nothing special there. Now, if you want legendary items to show up for all specializations, you could copy over the legendary keyword. We're not going to do that, though. I personally don't like to do that. I like to leave it for vanilla, and that's it. Compare selected. Okay, now Helm always has the headlight attached to it, almost always. Okay, so what we're going to do, we don't need to compare, we're just going to scroll down on his record and we're going to look for his headlamp right here, 07 Liberty. Okay, it's that one right there. It'll have the 07, right, because that's from his mod. And it's got Liberty in it too, pretty obvious. And we're going to replace ours, which is this null reference right here. Boom. Okay. Now, there's the only one thing left, really. And that is to make sure that we have the attach points from here that are any of the special ones from his mod. We need to put them on ours. Okay? Okay, so whenever you work with power armor, there's always a standard lining. Okay, the standard lining is very recognizable because, well, sometimes it'll say standard left arm, but mostly it's because this is where the model resides. Okay, now an easy way to find these is to go to his armor record, and right here, standard left arm, what's happening is this armor record is loading these into it when it spawns, and attached to this are all of these attach points, and you'll recognize these from the power armor station: lining, misc, material, +1 that he uses. Okay, now we're going to compare his left arm with our vanilla left arm. Compare the two, and we're going to do the same thing as before. We're going to drag that over. Okay, no extra mod. Drag that over. The idea here is to make our vanilla version essentially the same as his. Okay, now if you notice, this is red, but it's right here. Okay, it's red because, well, it's complicated, but you don't need to do misc, material, and grade. They're already going to be there. The only ones you want to copy over are from his mod. The ones that say 07, because his mod is number 7 in our list. Okay, so it's only the one that he creates. Just like the MA keyword, we only want to bring over this one. Okay, so I drag that over. Now right arm. Little scrolling involved in this one. Compare selected. Drag over our model. Okay, we don't need to do the name, nothing except for the model, and that single attach point. And most of the time there isn't even that. Okay, most mods don't have one of these, but if they do, now you know you need to bring those over. So his new category in the Power Armor Station shows up for vanilla. Okay, and we're gonna copy these to the other records as well, but we'll do that next. Helmet. This video is a lot longer than it actually takes. Okay, so again, this is helmet. Okay, we don't need these. I already load these in, so you don't need those. Just 07, just like that. These are all vanilla. Just leave them. You don't need them. They're being loaded in on my armor record, so they don't need to be loaded in twice. Left leg, compare. Boom, boom. Right leg. Torso, yep. All right, there we go. And that's one other thing. Jetpack. Every once in a while they have their own model for jetpack. So we want to find his jetpack in here. Here we go. And my jetpack down at the bottom. Compare. There's two spots for jetpack sometimes. Well, one really. His jetpack, sometimes this is different. Okay? Sometimes he's got his own enchant and sometimes his own jetpack model. So it's the two spots. My bad. Two spots. The model and the enchantment. He uses the vanilla enchant. No purpose in doing that. But his model, as you can see, is different. He's got a Vault-Tec model, and I've got this one. Oh, this was from... this will be all X's. Okay? This will be all X's when you guys see it. I messed up. But this will be all X's. Just drag it over. Boom, just like that. Make sure the model matches and make sure the enchantment matches. And that is it. That is it. Everything else should work. We did the message, we did the jetpack, we did the armor records. Oh, my bad. One last step. So we want to take this EDID, sort by name, okay? And what we need to do is we need to copy this to all of the other records, okay? So we're just going to highlight one armor item at a time, okay? You don't want to do all of them because sometimes this keyword is different based on the part, right? Sometimes there's a helm version, that sort of thing, but also because of the model up here. Okay, so there's two things that we need to do. So we're going to highlight all of the helm, compare, slide over, and we're going to right click right there above that and hit copy to selected records. And then we're going to see see, look at that, helmet extra. Okay, so we're going to right click on it, copy to selected records, and now that is on all of the helmets. Okay, so now we do the same thing with left arm, compare, yeah, he does have unique ones, so that's good. Copy to selected records, boom. This was a good example. All the legs. Make sure you only get that body part. Otherwise, you're going to have problems. Don't get the jetpack in there. I made that mistake a few times. Okay, now that should be it. So we did the constructible objects, we did the armor, we did all these. That's it. Go ahead and save. And when we boot this up, I'm not going to boot it up because I know it's going to work. But when we boot this up, you'll be able to reverse engineer the parts. They will unlock all of the vanilla and advanced power armor. Should be all good to go. Now, when you create this, if you want to submit it to me, then I will go in and make one change. Okay. What I will do is to ensure that all the names of the items show up correctly. Okay. Meaning the name of the power armor when you craft it to say Advanced Liberty Power Armor. Okay. What I do is I will give it its own keyword. Let me find it. So I've got one made for Liberty. I will make you one and put it in here for whatever you submit. And then I will go here. I'll add it to the naming record. And I will change, we'll do one at a time, this right here from Vault to Liberty. Or whatever your power armor name is that you submit. But this is not something you will be able to do. This is something that I will have to do when you submit it to me. This way, you don't ever have to change the instance naming record. If I do an update to WIPAG, it's going to carry over and everything will be named correctly and it'll officially be part of the Power Armor ESP file. So that's it. I hope this was helpful for you mod authors that want to make your PA work with WIPAG. This is how to do it. And if you have any questions, just hit me up in Discord. Talk to you later.